Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3 with this Papal States campaign. It's time for the Battle of Paris. So we've already managed to get Pietro and his army up all the way to Normandy. Now we're gonna start the march of the army down here in the south. So we're gonna have Pompeo Gambrelli start marching up through here, and he'll end up sitting right here, a stone's throw away from Paris. My hope is that I will be able to attack both of these, or use both my armies to attack here. Because with a single army, I'm pretty sure I could win the battle. However, there's a high chance of very high casualties, because there's a lot of important and good units right there. We're gonna already move this army to set up here in the factory, and then attack from there. And that's set. There's nothing really that I need to worry about. Everyone is participating in the war, and yeah, there's nothing really, although there has been more troops moving in here. So we have 3 armies moving here, so there's a little bit worried. And I think I've seen Napoleon coming back from Constantinople. So I think I've seen him somewhere out here. There he is. There, I knew I'd seen him. So he is currently in Hungary, just north of Budapest. So Napoleon is coming back. He is, I think he realized the threat is close, as we got 2 armies here, plus a small British contingent closing in on Paris. Let's go ahead and see if they counterattack me, to try and, you know, hit one of the armies at once, or like, you know, be able to. If they wait and go for a defense, then obviously I'll be able to bring in both armies. If they go ahead and attack first, they will be able to take on the armies one by one. Anyways, let's not give the computer any ideas. Let's go ahead and end turn and hope for the best. I shouldn't have said anything, so at least I was happy to begin with, because the smaller force that were guarding the bridge went after the British, so that'll leave the road open for Gambrelli to attack. However, the forces from Paris marched out to meet Gambrelli on the field. Now, we are a highly veteran force of many battles that we have in this army, but we're talking about fighting like the best of the best here. We've got like the 9th Light. There's lots. Let's dig in and prepare our defense, for this is gonna be one hell of a battle. The terrain isn't great. We're kind of in the middle of a valley. We don't really control the tops of any of these hills to start off with. We've got one over here, and then they have one over here, and then there's one over here. But we don't really control any of them. Now what I'm thinking here, we're gonna set a perimeter like this, and then we're gonna fall back as the fighting goes on. We're gonna try and fall back towards this hill and rely on the cannons a lot. We'll see what happens. That's the plan to start off with. We shouldn't think out too big of a plan. Ooh, nice. Start by killing one of their cannons, hopefully sending this away. They do have the guard artillery over here, however they've deployed on the backside of the hill, so that won't be able to fire at us, so that's great. So it's a good start in that regard. But we'll see how this progresses. I've been moving my troops around, kind of figuring that I should make the line not as spread out. And that has led to the enemy now advancing on us. I'll recall the hussars, I need them closer. I've got the Isador, so I'm gonna put them up on the hill here. And I'm gonna have the hussars hopefully here on the back slope. We got a unit of light that is opening up on them. The enemy's hussars. It looks like they're gonna make it like a failed attempt at the line here, which isn't really gonna work out for them. Let's see if I can get these Adors up here. Got a great advantage from up there. Let's see, the French are advancing really fast here. Good shot by the light infantry. Skirmishing ahead of the line. We've got the Isadors now up on the hill, punishing that Hussar unit. I think it's time for this light troop to pull back. And this one to move to the side with this one coming up there. You can move into line and fill the little gap there. And as soon as these guys get out of their way, we'll open fire with the rest of them. Now it seems like the French are still hesitant to move in their entire force. They've at least now actually moved their cannons forward to the point where they are actually able to fire upon us. I think this regiment should probably move forward. And it's time for all the regiments to open fire. We're taking plenty casualties here. You are currently not firing. Are you? Move forward a little bit. I'm firing all guns from the artillery onto the cavalry unit. And we will keep doing that. This one's really in a pickle. It's the Voltigier company, which is sitting right here, that's doing tons of damage. The French are kind of pulling back though. I'm gonna send in my hussars on this side to go in. And then I'm gonna see if I can push the French out of the woods. Now we need to fire somewhere else. Oh, what? There were cuirassiers hiding right there in the middle, right in front of me. Hold fire as the charge goes in. I want to see if I can break these up a little bit. There's a stream of cavalry now coming down from the hill. Keep going after these, who you've suffered heavily from not being in the woods. My hussars succeeded in breaking down the Voltigiers, but they have lost a lot of troops. I'm gonna see if I can't get them out of there. Oh, they're sending in all the cavalry now. It's gonna be too late to try and get our troops to retreat. And I think it'd be a fool's errand to try and form square. It's better to hold the line and to fire than to try and withdraw at this point. The cavalry needs to get out of there. So I can open up with all the units. The general is up front, supporting the troops. Looks like there's going to be a heavy amount of troops right at the center here. I was going to use the cannons as a fallback position to use canister, but it looks like we might hold this here, so I'm going to push in the Grenadier Brigade. These Adors are suffering from... ooh, that's the old guard. 7th Foot Guards.
Sir, our general
I've ordered my Hussars so many times to leave that position. We're rallying. The Grenadiers are coming up. We're gonna go ahead and support right behind here. I've got my Dragoons coming up to the side here. I feel though it's not really ready to push them into a charge. Okay, my Hussars here were broken. I want these Hussars to move out. This infantry regiment has held strong for a long time here.
Our men are running, sir.
But as I say that, they break. Let's go ahead and have you retreat then. And the light troop here retreat. And so I can open up with the 2 Grenadiers that are stationed right here. It's risky, but we might be able to pull off countercharge. This unit needs to be dealt with. I think we've got them now. I think we've got them. Right. Ceruto's cavalry is coming in. They broke them. I'm ordering the 24th Grenadiers to charge. I'm ordering all Grenadiers to charge, actually. This unit is already moving in on the attack. We've got the Hussars going in the back. Ceruto's Dragoons, I need you. I'm going to push in this regiment as well. Going into the charge. We're hitting them from all sides. We're kind of shooting our own here a little bit, so I'm ordering this one forward as well. And let's order these 2 forward. Gambrelli is joining the fight. We need to follow in with the rest of the troops here. The enemy is routing in a big way. Light troops forward. We get all the rest of the light troops. The general is following the troops.
Our men are running, sir.
Some units are... It's the old guard that's holding out. The old guard. We need to turn a lot of the... I'm turning the entire army after the old guard. I have units retreating over there. Right, can I get a screen of light infantry to kind of hold the enemy back over here? I think the old guard is broken. And I don't think a single one of them is going to get out of there. There's 6 of them left. Right, can I get the line infantry to kind of line up again with the Grenadiers in support, as we're now facing heavy onslaught of the enemy troops. Where am I? Oh, they're in the middle of all of that. These Hussars, and then these Hussars. We need to support the light troops over here.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
I'm sure the cavalry is tired at this point, yeah. Oh, Carbineers. Yeah, I'm not making a frontal charge on the Carbineers. Not yet, anyways. Can I get my guns trained on them? Both of these light troops were broken. The Isadors are still holding the hill. These guys are coming back, taking their position. The cavalry is following these troops. Follow them across the hill. The light troops should hold at this point. There's no point in you chasing after those. Let's order a barrage with the cannons. Who's holding out here? Random line infantry. My hussars have made it up behind their lines. But I'm still a little bit worried about the carabiniers. Let's reorganize the cavalry if we can. What are they shooting at? They're shooting at the retreating troops. Maybe move forward so you can fire on the cannons. And now the line will make its advance. God damn it, which one is it switching places? There's 3 units switching places. And just giving the order to advance broke this unit. We're closing in on all sides. But the light troops can actually advance a bit further to be properly able to fire on the enemy. We have a French unit rallying behind us. I'll turn the Isidores around. Are they shooting on the Isidores? Yeah, they are. Isidores will have to handle that on their own for a while. As my troops advance here. They only have 1 cannon left. Oh, the Isidores are not too happy. They're fighting just too many of them. I'll pull them back. We'll put them into light formation, and I'll turn 2 of the grenadiers around to deal with this unit. So I'm turning around the 1st Lanciers and the 3rd Grenadiers. Oh, they're going after the Isidores, aren't they? In a big way. Right, we're hitting these guys from all sides. The cannons are gone. I'm ordering the cavalry to attack as they do. God damn it. Wait. Hold fire. Accidentally shot up my grenadiers as I did that. We'll have you just charge in there. Isidore's back in the fight, but they need the support here. I think we'll end it now with a charge. The Laziers will lead the charge. Let's get the general over here, just to support to make sure. Got light troop reforming there. So we got the Isidores on the hill, putting down supporting fire, while the Grenadiers make their move. Lazier leads the charge.
Our men are running, sir.
My cavalry is running. The Carabiniers. I said they were the strongest units, right? And as that happened, we missed the fight that took place here. Follow after them. Alright, we were successful, we won the battle, but there's high casualties. High casualties on our side. The Hussars, but so on the enemy. There's high casualties on the enemy side. A lot of guard units broken down after that. But damn. Hi, the battle is won. As a result of the battle, I lost half my army in this battle. 2,000 men dead on the field. However, the enemy at this battle lost 4,000 men. In terms of chevrons, the general gained a chevron. It's quite nice. Dragoons are the ones that killed most, followed by 2 line infantry regiments, one of which managed to kill 344, yet gained not a single piece of chevron. We got grenadiers, voltigiers. This voltigier didn't lose a single unit and killed 200. 45 remaining. That is not the right, cannons. Cannons gained quite a few kills as well. General, I don't know how he gained a oh, he already have a chevron according to this. Did I miss that he had a chevron earlier? I don't know. Right, here we got it anyway. And the way to Paris should be clear with this. As we stand on the precipice of taking Paris, Venice comes under siege. We've got trains gained mentioned in dispatches. Friends in low places. We're building out some infrastructure. Ooh. Napoleon is on his way towards Venice. There's an army completely comprised, seemingly, of light infantry, which is probably the worst adversaries of the militia units. We've got some guard artillery, young guard artillery, ready to join in that fight. And Napoleon ready to strike at the heart of Italy, while all my armies is at his heart. What is left to defend Paris? 3 units of Young Guard, which they've speedily been able to recruit. We've got the 6th Light Infantry, the 9th, and Hussars. We're gonna move in with Pietro, given that his army is the one that actually has good amount of troops left. But we're gonna have this army move in here as well to be able to at least support if needed. We do have a straggler running around here, which I don't like, and given the fact that we currently have French armies marching down on our doorstep, that is not great. However, though, if say the army here is completely annihilated in Venice, these militia units take 1 turn to recruit here. So I will be able to have that army, the defensive army, up around the Papal States in 2 turns roughly. Well, not the cannons, which probably is the important part. But we won't be able to get that, unfortunately. Right. I mean, this fight, let's see. This fight, I'd say, is an auto-assault, given the circumstances here. I'm just going to go ahead and auto-save to make sure that I don't lose a unit. But we've had the tough fight. This is rabble the French have put together to fight us. There is nothing standing in our way from taking Paris now. No units were destroyed, and we took out the garrison. Only 800 men lost in this battle. Wonderful. In terms of roleplay reason, I would say that, you know, Pietro coming in and kind of sniping the victory here isn't very great. So we'll say that it was Gambrelli that took it. He was the one who marched in. Or we could have make it into a soap opera, and suddenly there's a clash in between the 2 generals. I was the one who, you know, Gambrelli was the one who beat the French in the open field, and then Pietro comes in, sneaking in from behind, shoots down a bunch of rabble, and then moves into Paris. That's a way to go at it as well. But not really what we're going for, are we? We could pillage the place. I could loot it, but there will be no way I could hold on to it if I looted it. So I don't think we'll do that. Let's go ahead and repair. This will be turned into a supply depot. We don't need a university. We need a supply depot though. Is there a supply depot here? I don't know. I guess we'll turn this into... The university will be turned into a supply depot. And we gained pretty good resupply here. Great. I think in between turns here... Or in between turns, no. In between turns, what's most likely going to happen is that we're gonna have the fight in Venice. So there'll be no in between turns. We'll move the spy though. So you maybe can set up a network there. I'll try my best. I think, you know, with turning this into a supply depot. Actually, what I should do is I should burn it down. That's probably the easiest way. Because, well, I mean, the most efficient way to get the supply depot up and running would be to turn it into a supply depot this way. However, if I burn it down, I can build it up, and I will be able to build it up in like 2 turns. And we already have good resupply in France. So, and that way also, because right now we get -4 because of the university, and it'll take 6 turns to turn it into this supply depot, and then during those turns I will constantly be hit by these minus points, these 4 minus points, which is going to be significant when we are that close to actually containing the populace. Right, we need those 4 gone. So I think we're going to do it that way, even though I think even then this force is probably going to bloody well loot the area. Should repair that. We should build more resupply depots. But after this, I would want to continue into this. But it looks like we're hit hard here. So, as much as I would want to continue that, one would have to go home. I don't think Gabrielli is up for going home. He needs to resupply his forces more. So it would be Pietro would race back and try and stop the French from going any further there. And then once Gambrelli is ready, he would move on to the next area and the next area and so on. Once I've taken this, I think I should go ahead and pay the Swiss to join in the war on my side. Because I think the French would sort of immediately go in on the attack. And when they do, they might very well take over Switzerland, but they'll reduce their own forces having to fight a pretty significant force that the Swiss have built up here. But I think that's it for today. At some point, we will be turning over these territories to the Protectorate. And, oh, now I can actually trade with the Protectorate. Great. So we will be turning tons of territory over to them. And that will protect my conquest. And I can keep on going. Keep on trucking, as it were. But there we have it. We have the Great Battle of Paris. And now the Pope is in control of Napoleon's capital. And with that said, I will say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.